Happy Halloween to all
Happy
the
Halloween!
goblins watching on Facebook Live this morning. Thanks
Trick
for
or
spending
treat,
part of
smell
October
my
31st
feet, give
with
me
the
something good to eat.
Got to deal with these tricksters all day.
Oh my gosh, I have so much sugar in my system.
What?
Already?
I had
the
Dave's
cookie finger.
amazing cinnamon rolls, but you know what the best part was?
What's that?
On the inside, those were not raisins, they were chocolate chips.
Yeah, well, that's a big win.
I know. Never had that before, and I am so happy.
Usually it's the
It's
other way
a trick
around.
and a treat all in one.
Yeah, because you get surprised by the raisins.
Yeah.
You think they're chocolate chips.
Exactly.
Strike
I
that,
always
reverse
say
it.
that is the worst surprise. Like, nobody ever bites into a chocolate chip and is like, oh, yikes, I didn't know chocolate was in there. No. But every time there's a raisin, not always a welcome surprise.
Dave's the guy holding that camera, by the way.
Dave!
Thank you,
I would
Dave.
make him spin it around to himself.
He's
That's
going to
how
share
it
the
works.
recipe. Sorry, that should be my, what do you call it, holiday recipe. I should steal it from Dave.
Yes.
Oh, there you go.
And have you make
Hey, there's
it.
Dave.
Yay!
Happy
There you go.
Halloween, right? What's that you're dressed as? What's that shirt?
It's Chase Bank, right?
It's
Camera
not Chase
app.
Bank, it's the camera app. He's dressed as Chase Bank. He's stealing our personal information.
That does kind of look like James Bank.
It does.
I was like, oh, that's clever.
He's the camera app and I'm the weather app.
Yay.
Oh, I like that.
I was TikTok, but I left it.
I had the music app, but I left it at home.
I didn't buy a t-shirt, so it
Guys,
didn't make a damn bit of difference.
See the camera?
I know.
I know, I'm bummed because I spent money on the shirt and I ironed it last night
gonna have
and
it
I put it
forever.
by the door
and
and
everything.
I forgot it. But I didn't forget my other outfit,
Giraffe.
my
You
giraffe.
have to do your pose. Yeah.
Is that what you're
I
asking?
feel like I
They're
should hold a twig.
I don't think you're asking.
We're gonna need that slow mode, please. And then production can turn
I'm not doing that again.
All right, guys. This morning it's Halloween themed here on the
Yeah.
After Show.
Did you
in case
guess?
You can't tell, right? So a lot of you are probably either just starting your day and getting dressed up, or having at least the internal dilemma that says, like, should I be wearing a costume to work today? So we want to hear from you. Do you think it's okay to wear a costume at work? If so, what have you gone as? We want you to share some of your Halloween costume ideas with us, because one guy on this couch still doesn't have a costume, by the way.
You gotta get it
You're not going to dress
together.
as a girl again?
Well, it's already, I think it's ripped to shreds, that one.
Yeah, I had to throw away the Little Red Riding Hood outfit because you can only wear that.
He gets a lot of uses out of it year round.
Yeah, it's not just a Halloween thing.
It's
So
worn.
I kind of feel this is my stance on costumes in the workplace, is that I like them, I like where it's at, but sometimes I feel like it's like when you see your coworkers dancing.
Wait, are you talking
Like, it's
about
one
me
of those
specifically
things
here?
that
The monster
it's one of
mash.
those things that it just changes your opinion
On
Right.
them. Yeah.
Given the right or wrong costume, it could change your opinion about that coworker.
You know what else is like that? We were talking about this not that long ago. When you go to a company party and you have to be like in a pool, like I feel it's
You
awkward.
see everybody in swimsuits.
Yes, in their
later, it's
swimsuits,
like,
and I'm like,
it's not the
"Ooh."
same.
Yeah.
General rule: don't like taking my shirt off around strangers, let alone coworkers. You're right about that.
Yeah,
party
I
thing.
feel like
That's
it's
scary in
dicey.
its own right. That's happy Halloween indeed. Here's me with a shirt off.
There is a kid dressed up in one of these videos. I need that costume.
Like,
It's
what
a
is it?
cloud. I know that's cute. It's a cloud. That
There!
one, and it's raining from the cloud
Oh,
with
that's
crystals.
awesome.
Crystal, I feel like you
I
can make that.
need that.
You
I
want to
need
beat
to
that
make it.
kid up, steal his costume for you?
No, I'm gonna glue a bunch
You're
of cotton
very
balls together and
crafty.
stick it on my head.
That's a great idea. Do that for next year.
That is adorable. I feel
Go
like
with
you
my
could
weather
totally
app
do
top.
that.
Yeah.
I feel like you could do that by tonight.
That's true, but she goes to bed at 6
Turn it
p.m.
around by tonight.
I'm gonna be like, yes, look at that. I need to steal that.
Yeah, that's a good one.
adorable.
So
A lot of people in the comment section
Easy to
saying
make.
yes. That's the overwhelming
Okay,
answer. Yes, get
where?
in the spirit. Wear it.
Yeah, I do every year, but I keep it simple, obviously, because we're on TV
Yeah,
and the news in
It
case there's
depends
breaking
on the
news.
profession. Yes.
But I've been a cat, I've
Yeah,
been a
of course.
devil. This year I'm a giraffe, and I just keep it simple, you know.
Jay says as long as the costume's not over the top, meaning it's
Yeah.
decent
Yeah.
and appropriate. We said earlier, you want to
Yes.
stay away from politics and things that could be inflammatory. Obviously, racial stuff you want to stay
Can
away
I
from. Any
put in a
religious things.
request? Is that if you or your children decide to dress up, because this has happened many times, I've seen it, let's just stay away from the bronzer. If you're wearing a white glove, a black leather jacket, I know you're Michael Jackson. You don't need to
paint
darken
your face.
yourself. Everybody gets it. If you're Diana Ross, you're wearing a big full afro,
Right,
you've
right.
got a 70s idea. Just step away from the self-tan or the bronzer. Show some restraint. We get it. We don't need the extra step. That's my one request. I really
I
don't
think that's
like
a really
that.
reasonable request.
I really don't like it.
Dee Dee says we get to dress up every single year. Tiffany says the same thing. There was a security guard watching. That was Jay. He says, I'm a security guard. I can't. Can you imagine coming to work and one of my security guards dressed as a zombie or something?
Yeah, so it depends on the profession, you know what? And if you can't dress up, maybe sport a cool little, ladies wear Halloween earrings or a pin, or just wear black or orange.
Yeah. Because you kind of look like you're wearing a witch outfit.
Yeah, Paul was calling me a witch earlier.
I didn't say she was a witch.
half
I said it was like a witch.
Like, this is a
dress.
witch
All you need to do is add a hat and you're good to go.
I added it.
I'm good to go.
Exactly.
She
And I
had
have my
an
crystal
orb.
ball.
She had a crystal ball. Come on.
It was the Haboob globe from the D-backs
That
game.
was.
And it works.
It worked. It doubled as a crystal ball for Halloween.
It's nice to get some use out of those souvenir giveaways too.
Yes.
By the way, anytime you can bust them out and make a.
I actually shake that almost every day. Vanessa will tell you
for
for
good
good
luck.
luck.
Good luck.
Yeah, for a
I
good
like it.
forecast
How's it
and a
treating
good
you?
show.
Yeah, so far so
So
good.
far, so good. I landed this permanent role, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys, if you're just joining the show, we want to hear about some of your Halloween costume ideas. What are you going as this year? Because I always struggle to come up with something, or like, this seems to happen all the time. I'll think of something like in March where I'm like, oh man, that is the Halloween costume of 2019. I cannot wait to wear that. And then it's like October 30th, and I'm like, oh shoot, I don't have anything.
Gotta get it together.
And then you forget your T-shirt at home, which was your last ditch costume, and you didn't even bring that in.
We had a bunch of coworkers dress up like a manager at our place who has like a very distinctive look.
Oh, I could see that probably didn't.
You
go
know,
so
like
great.
everybody was wearing it. Didn't even notice.
No.
I'm just like probably thinking everybody has as great a taste as I do.
Yeah.
Finally,
For one day.
I know. Did not notice till it was pointed out later.
Marjorie says, my doctor's office last year, everyone dressed up. It was adorable. Even my doctor did it. It was the first time I saw her. The next visit, I didn't know what she looked like. It's actually a great point.
I love Scott. See, yes, everyone's getting too uptight these days. It's a great reason to let your hair down and have a little fun.
Within reason, of course.
Yeah, of course.
So I've worn costumes on air before. Have you ever gone like all out on air wearing a costume, or has it just been kind of like this sort of like half?
No, our last station we always did an all-out costume
Yeah.
at the end of the show. Like the last, it was very like the kicker for the show.
Is that where you were
Full
Hocus
out.
Pocus?
Yeah, we did Hocus Pocus last year. We've done, oh my gosh, like so many things. Of course, now they're coming to my mind now. Yeah, but anyway, we had a different theme every year.
So I did,
superheroes. That's all.
I did the Ron Burgundy thing on Halloween. This is like the crowning achievement in my entire career. If you Google my name and Ron Burgundy, it'll be the first million search results. I went viral for a sportscast I did as Ron Burgundy. And then every year after that, it was just like, well, what are you going to do now? And
Yeah.
It's like, well, nothing, because I can't, you just
lot
don't,
of
it's
pressure.
like Jamiroquai's Virtual Insanity. I'm not going to have a bigger hit than that. It's not going to happen. I did try it one year, though, in Tampa when I worked at WFLA, the NBC there. I came as Dwight Schrute. I had the hair, the
nice.
suit, the whole thing, because it was kind of professional enough that I came to work wearing a mustard yellow shirt, and you probably wouldn't think twice about it. Then I tried to do the whole show as Dwight Schrute, and my bosses were extremely upset.
Were they?
Like to the point where like my main boss was calling me under the influence at like 11:30 p.m. when we got off the air and was like, "What the hell did you do?" He was so upset.
Did he not get it, you think?
He did not get it. No, he did not get it.
He thought maybe you were inebriated as well.
I guess the Dwight Schrute impression wasn't good.
wasn't spot
that
on.
exists on the internet too.
I was
if you
like,
wanna watch
wait.
it. I didn't think it was that bad, but
I feel like that could be on YouTube.
In the mirror, it looks like is there people outside? Or is it just me?
you seeing ghosts?
Yes, do you see it?
Spooky.
In the back.
I do. It's like
What
a
is that?
reflection. A reflection.
Is it your reflection? Oh my
is Crystal's
gosh!
reflection.
Whoa, it looks crazy.
I have a ghost.
Oh, that's
I'm a witch and I have a ghost.
Wow.
And I was a zombie. If you saw my A to Z 60,
Yes, that was very frightening.
You went full out for that.
I
did.
scared myself.
Yes.
Yes. You know, this reminded me of, speaking of costumes and viral videos, somebody dressed as me last year. My viral video with my inside out umbrella.
yes.
There was that cute
A
little
little
boy
kid.
and he had his like tie blowing and like newspaper stuck to him and his hair like he's blowing in the
That's a
wind.
great idea.
That still
cute.
makes me laugh. Oh. Adorable. Should we talk about some of the temperatures for trick or
yeah.
treat?
Let's do it.
Oh my
Trick or
gosh,
treat
yeah.
forecast.
Tell
man.
And let's actually begin with this morning because so far the mercury has dropped to 43
believe?
degrees. So this now is the coldest Halloween in 48 years.
Oh, 48?
So 48 now.
did it.
You gotta
And
update your graphic.
I did.
Oh,
See,
you did update
48.
Sorry.
and the coldest October temp in
44
44
I
years.
was stuck on the
So
44.
October temperature 44, nearly 5 decades since it was this cold on Halloween morning. That is not the coldest though. The coldest start was 36 degrees.
crazy.
That was in 1900.
I remember.
Long
That
ago.
was a tough year.
And the hottest 96 1988. The rainiest, just over an inch in 1957. And to get you in the spirit, some spooky spots. Watch out for this ghost. It'll be 66 in Tombstone today. In Pumpkin Center, 73 degrees. 63 for Hell's Gate, Kraken 70 in Vulture City, on the verge of 70 in Bloody Basin, and double sixes if you dare to venture in Skull Valley. For the ghosts and goblins making their rounds this evening, collecting their candy in Phoenix and Lake Havasu, you could expect 60s on the thermometer throughout trick-or-treat time. 30s in Flagstaff, although past 8 o'clock, those numbers fall further into the 20s. 40s for Prescott and Payson. I know. Can you imagine being the Hulk and trying to bundle up in a sweater, right?
You got to get the ones that are the muscles already built in. They're very squishy.
That's right.
Yeah.
And hour by hour here in the valley, spooky skies all night long. 68 degrees at 7 o'clock, mid-60s at 8, and into the low 60s by 9 o'clock with that eerie moonlight. And by this evening, we will see those winds become lighter.
So Michael is in the comment section right now saying they're canceling some trick-or-treating events in Chicago because it's so cold out there.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
So they have snow right now, and it's what comes after the snow that actually has you reaching for the extra layer. Very cold air is going to be settling in. It is downright.
That's a bummer. I hope they do something this weekend instead. You know what I mean? Like, I feel bad for the kids out there.
Yeah.
You're always playing a game when you're picking your costume, especially in a place like Arizona where it's like, I don't want to be sweaty the whole time.
Right.
But if you decided to bundle up in your costume this year, you're thankful for it.
You're that guy.
You're nice and cozy now. But I feel bad for all the ladies in Scottsdale and the sexy teachers and nurses and giraffes.
No, they have some adult beverages, and
they're not feeling a thing.
Yeah, they
Hope you bring a jacket.
worry about it.
No.
It's not
My
sexy
big
weather.
thing about the sexy costume is your feet hurt because you're usually wearing heels and you're walking around so much going out.
Beauty
you know?
is pain, Vanessa.
Yeah.
You have to
Wearing heels is
suffer
the
it.
worst.
In my younger days,
Yeah, Paul knows.
I didn't even notice the pain.
No.
No.
As soon as we're done here, I take my shoes off and put my flip-flops on.
I have flats under the desk too.
Speaking of Halloween, we are going to have some busy traffic this evening as well. ADOT shared some tips with us. They suggest that you leave work around 3 p.m. because at 4 p.m. the freeways are going to be jam-packed with everybody trying to get home to get ready for trick-or-treating. Not to mention that we have the Cardinals game. They're taking on the 49ers there in the West Valley in Glendale. So you're going to have some heavy traffic on the I-10 westbound and the Loop 101 going northbound as well. So definitely allow yourself some extra travel time. ADOT also says to pack your patience. I'm here for that one. Be aware of the trick-or-treaters and pets in the neighborhoods because pets also get scared during this time and they start running around. And then no drinking and driving. We mentioned earlier in the show that they're going to have a lot of DUI checkpoints around the valley this evening because of the Halloween.
Something like 350 people arrested for DUI last year on Halloween.
Wow.
Don't be that guy. That woman, please.
Don't do it. Order a Uber, get a ride, a Lyft, something.
Rick is feeling spooky this morning. He says, you guys have Halloween every day because you're pretending to be journalists.
Hey, that was a good one.
You're the one in the comment section.
You're the guy
A video
today.
you don't
That's
even
you.
like.
You're the guy today. Congrats.
Joke's
Thanks,
on you.
Chris. It was a cute little awful.
It's a little awful.
I think Vanessa started her little tipsy Halloween early today.
Not yet.
Jello shots in the weather center. On us.
Oh, see, I brought Jello shots. I told you guys there was no alcohol in them.
Yeah,
I lied.
just
Trick or treat.
All right, guys, take a quick breather for the Halloween discussion. Get to our ICYMI this morning. See, maybe I had a couple too. It's our In Case You Missed It on Today in AC.
The coldest Halloween in like forever.
Is that not scary to you guys? You are Arizonans.
That makes me happy though because of the costume choice we made for this year.
Yeah, I'm playing a Midwesterner who doesn't have to wear a jacket in this weather. I see that you have got some witch garb on, unless that's just a typical dress, in which case I apologize profusely.
Paul.
Well, all right, no weather today. Our top story this morning.
Here, Paul, to fit your theme, I'm going to be a witch. Just ignore the
Oh, I
little-
like
Look into my crystal ball.
this. You're a boob globe.
Don't give away the secret. It looks like a crystal ball from here until I accidentally shake it. Yeah, it's my Haboob Club.
I love it. Oh my God, the
Shake it
witch
for good luck.
garb.
That was first thing this morning at 4:30 a.m.
4:30.
sharp, and then I said the witch thing like twice more, and then she off camera was like, "It's actually not a
It's
witch
Tahari.
outfit. It's just
Yeah.
a normal dress."
It looks like a normal dress on any other day, but today, okay, I get it. Paul, it kind of looks
But you did say that you kind of went with the theme because it was Halloween.
because it's black. Yeah.
I like it.
Totally works.
Yeah, you just need to add the hat. I'm telling you, it's perfect.
Yeah, okay.
You got the black.
Apparently, Paul thinks I got the attitude too.
I
Calling me
don't
a
think
witch.
you're a witch. Yeah.
Paul.
I know. We all like it.
Yeah,
It's all fun and games.
Cute.
Michael says I should dress as Special K. By the way, if you were watching, Michael, which I assume you were if you're
yes,
making the
obviously.
inside joke on the show, the 10 Special K boxes that I was
that's
given
right.
on my birthday, there are still 4.5 left.
Really?
Well, you made a lot of
You
progress.
should just put them
I'm trying.
together and wear them.
I've been through more boxes than that.
Well, my Optimus Prime with Special K boxes, now that's a good call. Be a good Transformer.
Yeah.
Seems like a lot of work, though.
I like Rudy. He said I went as the guy on the Tapatio sauce bottle, and the words Tapatio were above the top of my sombrero. I had a scarf also. It was a hit. Aww.
That's a cute one.
Yeah, that's a cute idea. This year, over the last weekend, we planned to be hot tamales.
Yes, how'd it go?
So we just wore red dresses and had the hot tamales necklace
Yeah.
and some hot tamales earrings. It was a hit because my friend, her daughter calls us little hot tamales.
Cute.
So we got the
Did
idea
it picks
from
up
that.
yet, or you're saving it for tonight?
No, I'll save it for next week.
Later, Graham. That's what they call that.
Oh, is that what the kids call it?
Because we're going to celebrate this weekend too, because it's still people are still celebrating.
Well,
this
I
weekend
feel
as
like
well.
that's so I'm on the fence
That's
about
a great
that
question,
because
actually.
I feel like the Saturday before still
the big-
encompasses the Halloween spirit.
But not
I
when
feel
Halloween's
like,
on a Thursday.
I know
but
it's
then tomorrow's
closer
Friday.
in proximity, but I feel like now you've turned the page to a new month. Like it's
Yeah.
almost
Okay,
like giving somebody
okay.
Christmas presents on the 27th of December.
So I feel like Friday's fair game. I feel like Friday people
But
will
Saturday's
be in costumes.
out.
Saturday, I think, no way.
Yeah.
You're already into a new calendar year. It's a calendar month.
That's true. But I'd say Friday's still okay.
Because like I gotta go to bed tonight. Like I can't go celebrate
Right,
Halloween
yeah.
tonight. I gotta wake up at 2 a.m. to be with you guys tomorrow. So what am I gonna do? Friday night, right? But also like I would assume it's okay not to wear a costume Friday. It is November 1st. after
Right,
all.
true that.
I know because you're going to First Fridays. What are you going to do? Costume or
I'll let
I
you
bet
know.
you people will be dressed up on Friday.
Well, I'll let you know. I'll be out
Yeah.
for First Friday. I'll let you
No,
know
there are a
how many
lot of people
costumes
that
I
are
see.
doing. Most of the Halloween parties, I think, were last weekend. The official Halloween.
I don't get invited to any parties, so I
Parties.
had no idea. Thank
it
you for
was
sharing.
wild. You missed out on literally everything. But yeah, so I don't know. I feel like this weekend we're
Okay.
just
We'll see.
moving
We'll see
forward
what
to
people-
Thanksgiving.
what-
but the good
what
thing
people
is you
do.
might be able to get your Halloween stuff on sale.
Yes, I do that. So most of the little pieces that I wear, I get them on sale from
Pieces.
Yes, and then I wear them next. However, I did get this one at the last minute at Walmart because I walked by and I was like, "Ooh, a giraffe! I'm gonna get that."
Sexy giraffe. I love it.
All right, guys, before we go this morning, a little fresh squeezed juice for you. This is scary, isn't it? We all complain about the glitchy Apple update. I mean, it seems like this is just a all too frequent
Yes.
thing. You download the new iOS,
like
it doesn't
it.
work, something's broken. This update, though, delivered some awesome new emojis.
It
iOS
does.
13.2. It still has some technical issues, but it also has 398
Wow.
new emojis.
So many.
You
good
can see
ones.
them all here. You're probably going to have to squint, especially if you're watching on a mobile device. But there's a whole bunch of things. Looks like some new planets, a whole bunch of new expressions.
Was there a new weather one?
Is that a drop of blood?
They have some more androgynous people now. But they still no white wine. I don't understand.
white wine?
Really?
What the problem is.
I think
I
there's a
know.
raisin
I've been waiting forever. No white wine. You got to send people a glass of red.
What are those food items? Is that like a plate of meatballs?
Yeah, I'm trying to figure it out. One of them looks like an onion or a clove of garlic, maybe there.
Meatball.
Huh. I don't know. We're gonna have to mess around.
Oh, that's
with it.
garlic.
If you choose to
Can you
update
zoom
your,
in?
Oh, I like that.
Probably better to just stay away. Patricia saying, by the way, she's a daycare provider dressed up as a pirate this morning.
Ahoy, matey.
That's
I love
cute.
it. Hey, good news. Halloween is on a Friday next year, so
Right.
that's when everybody's going to be celebrating. Actually,
Then we can
that
celebrate
weekend.
all weekend.
Yeah,
We can
instead
go all
of the
way to
weekend
Sun-
before.
Then I feel like we can stretch it.
Ooh, that'll be like the first one I could participate in.
It'll be exciting, right?
Yeah.
Little piece of advice from Michelle: keep an eye on your kids tonight.
Yes.
Watch them like a hawk.
Yes.
Good advice. Very good
It's-
advice.
Jay
Yes,
saying a good
yes.
example of a work-appropriate Halloween costume is like a uniform from Star Trek. One of the Star Trek uniforms, because it's not divisive in any way, unless there's a bunch of Star Wars fans in your office, and there's a little bit of this. But it's like relatively clean and professional
Yes.
looking. There's no weird masks or maybe
Right.
some Spock ears, but
Yeah, I think you gotta just think a little harder when you choose that work costume.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just make sure.
you want to hear how bad I was? I was halfway to work this morning, which isn't saying much because I live like 5 minutes from here. But I was halfway to work and I was like, oh man, I should have worn Cardinals colors today. Because the Cardinals playing the 49ers today.
Duh.
And then like immediately afterwards, I was
You're
like,
like, but
oh
it's
no, dummy,
Halloween.
it's Halloween. You should have worn Halloween colors.
Yeah.
Tyler's.
You totally forgot, huh?
Maybe next year.
You had orange on yesterday.
I know.
Like in your tie, because I
Barely.
remember thinking
Yeah.
like,
Not
well,
great. No.
I'm off on the calendar.
Shouldn't be using the orange the day before Halloween. Anyway, time to get moving.
Happy
guys.
Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween. Be careful out
Lots of
there.
candy.
Yes,
gotta
allow
be extra.
yourself extra travel time in the West Valley this afternoon and this evening.
Cardinals 49ers kickoff 5:20. We'll have 3 key takeaways from the game tomorrow morning on Today in AZ. Happy Halloween, people.